Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got a video today from AJ Rants and Reactions. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. Let's get that. Ciao. Ciao, ciao.
Look at that. Hey guys, AJ here back on the ones for you. So guys, we all know that these 304s are out here trying to be strong and independent.
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore.
Clown world, right? And guys, they're like, oh yeah, all these homeless men and we're all boss babes and blah, blah, blah. But guys, the only reason why they can even have a place to live is because of our tax dollars, right?
This is a big reason why there's less homelessness amongst women than men is they have a lot more social programs to keep women off the streets, which is a good thing.
Section 8, welfare, Medicaid, right? It's absolutely insane. They've basically married the government and they want to talk bad about the men whose tax dollars pay for it, right? Absolutely insane. So guys, here we have this big knucklehead right here who's going to explain to us exactly how she uses our tax dollars, right? So we'll get into this, but before we do, like, subscribe, drop a comment, guys. I have a second channel called 50304s. Join my Discord, check out the playlist at the end. And guys, I have memberships now, so consider joining. And let's get into this. But first, I have to translate.
I actually have a little Jabba the Hutt popcorn bucket from Disneyland, and every time I open his mouth, he makes that noise. It's like the ha ha ha. It makes me think I should bring it, and it's just like every time I see a big woman like talk, I just open his mouth.
Let's go.
Heifers. This is going to be a little bit of a different video for me, but a bunch of y'all have been asking me, especially on my grocery restock videos, how I can make my food stamps last all month. First step is to buy your meat in bulk and separate it out into proportions for your family specifically.
Makes sense.
You know how much y'all need. But when you buy little packs, it costs more to constantly buy little packs for every single meal instead of buying one big pack of something and splitting it into 3 or 4 meals. Who knows? Maybe even 5 or 6. The second step is to buy the grocery store brand, okay? Anything that you can stand.
Look at that.
Or just maybe not buy so much snacks.
In the knockoff version, buy in the knockoff version. Especially toddler snacks. Toddlers don't know the damn difference. Okay, you don't have to buy a $5 tiny bag of Goldfish crackers when you can get this gigantanormous bag of cheddar penguins for $2.99. Like, you know what I'm saying? This might just be a southern thing. Get you some big juice bottles like this, about $3. Buy you some fucking tea bags and sugar, and buy you some Kool-Aid packets and sugar, okay? You got water at home. Use your fucking faucet. Well, that's another thing. Why are y'all buying?
Don't be drinking Kool-Aid. Stop feeding people Kool-Aid. It's probably one of the worst things you'd be drinking out there.
Cases of water, okay? I love me some good old tap water. I don't buy cases of water. That's stupid. We get well water. It's free. If you're paying a water bill, drink the fucking water. Don't be paying a water bill and buying water from the store. That's stupid. I don't care if y'all think it's filtered and it's blah, blah, blah. It has all these minerals in it, blah, blah, blah. And tap water is just absolutely disgusting. No, it's not. I've been drinking it my whole life. I used to drink out of the water hose. I'm still alive, ain't I?
I admit, back in the 90s when we were kids, drinking out of the water hose was a normal thing.
I don't know if this is just a southern thing or not. Get you some motherfucking beans. These are like $1 a bag. And half of this bag feeds my family. Half of this bag will feed 4 people. Okay? Maybe even more. Some rice. Rice is so cheap. And rice, you can put rice with any fucking meal. You just got to learn how to cook it. You just got to learn how to cook it. But you can put rice with every single meal. I promise. This is not to say you can't go get no soda. We get soda. We buy you, my limit is a case a month.
Look at
and then
that.
maybe a 2-liter that my daddy brings home from across the road at the convenience store, okay? And it's not that we're limited ourselves on it. That's just all the money I'm gonna spend on it, okay? Everybody wants to say, oh, you shouldn't be getting soda and junk food off that. You can, you just got to know how to get it.
Look at that.
Okay, you just got to know how to afford everything that you need and everything that you want. The next one is probably the biggest one for me. Find you a grocery store that you can sign up for a rewards card on, okay? Publix, Food Line, Harvey's. I'm pretty sure
I mean, these are not bad advices overall. I do some of these things.
Dixie does it. You can go to Costco. You can go to Sam's Club. The buy one get one free. The 2 for $6. All that good shit. Whenever they have sales, let me tell you, they have these gold potatoes, 2 bags for like $7. That's a deal. That's a motherfucking deal. Considering one of these bags is usually like $5.49. Okay, you're gonna save money and you're gonna bring home more shit. And you would not believe how much stuff they put buy one get one free on. Even if you don't need the second one, just get it, cause it'll be there. You know what I'm saying? It'll last you longer. It'll be in your house. You'll still have food in your house at the end of the month. This next one might be a little bit controversial, but get store brand cheese. You don't need Sargento. You don't need Kraft. If they have store brand cheese, get it. It's usually like $2 less than the name brand cheese. And I don't care. I don't got no culinary degree. Okay, so I don't care.
I wouldn't suggest getting shredded cheese. So apparently they put some kind of wood shavings into them so they don't stick to each other. This is why a lot of things that we eat taste like actual cardboard, because they're using actual cardboard to put into our food so they don't stick to each other. Yeah.
Care about the wood shavings in my shredded cheese, okay?
Yeah,
you get
that's what she was talking about.
$400 or more. Split it in half. Use the first half for the first 2 weeks of the month. Use the second half for the last 2 weeks of the month. Go. If you have little kids, it's not like you're bringing a whole month's worth of food into a house and they can devour it in a week. That happens at my mama's house all the time because she watches her grandkids all the time, right? And they're little kids. Soon as she brings a bag of oranges in there, they're gone in a day. Bring in literally everything that they want for the entire month at one time. They're gonna eat it in a week. I promise you, I promise you, I promise you, split that shit up if you can. If you can. I think that's all that I do. I think those are my main things that I do to stretch my shit out. If you have a toddler and you are in a state that you can get WIC, go sign up for that shit. You get milk, eggs, cheese, bread, fruits and vegetables, juice, yogurt. You can do it, okay? There's absolutely no shame in saying
This is part of why our system is used so harsh. Is because people like this are telling everybody go use it and use every single resource possible, which I don't even hate on that, to tell the truth. If it is there to help you out, why not use it, right? That is kind of a good thought process in my mind too, but it's also that greedy thought process. I want everything I can get.
signing up for benefits, because guess what? This motherfucking government put us in the predicament that we're in. So anyways, I love y'all. If you found offense in this video, I really do not give a fuck, because yes, I get my EBTs and I use them. Good morning.
Look at that, guys. Only in America, only in America, guys. This just proves what we always say, guys.
Some people are really fucking stupid.
Look at that, guys. Why would she post this on the internet? Why, right?
I promise you, you would be disappointed with yourself if you watch this tomorrow.
Look at this, guys. Unrepentant, right? Guys, only in America can people who are quote unquote poor be this big, right? Can you imagine this knucklehead waddling into Wally World?
Freaking AJ.
Guys, how? And who would get this knucklehead pregnant? Can you imagine her at the foot of the bed?
Baby, I'm gonna butter your...
Man, there's a lot of men out there. I hate to say it. There's a lot of them in the black community that be loving these big girls.
bread.
You brothers need to calm down.
Why, guys? Why? Why? What's going on? What is going on, guys? Look at that. Here we are, guys, working, paying taxes, doing everything. And this knucklehead is using our tax dollars for this. And proud of it, right? I'm proud. No
That's the other thing, right? They do seem very proud to flaunt this type of lifestyle, flaunt this, use of other people's resources.
shame at all. None whatsoever, right? I use my shits. Yeah, I don't care about what nobody says. Yeah.
A pot smoking slut.
Clown World. And guys, she has 1,131 comments. Someone says, great advice even if you don't receive EBT.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Look at that. Girl, you seem older than you are. You amaze me with your knowledge of life, please.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
This is just regular basic grocery knowledge. Like, you should have learned this with your parents.
That. Look at that. Absolutely insane, guys. And then she's gonna blame the government as if she's ever had a job in her life, right? Anything involves taking more than 3 steps, and she's cooked. Someone says, in stores like Aldi, take EBT. What is going on, guys? Guys, this is what's happening nowadays, right? Us men.
Yeah, we're praising people for saving their money on EBT or, in a sense, teaching us how to use their EBT.
And have to work while knuckleheads like this eat off our tax dollars, right? Absolutely insane. Guys, no shame at all. None, right?
No, this is... I've told the story. Some people think I, look down on people that have or need these things. I don't. I don't look down on it. I look down on people that abuse these things, of course. But again, when our family first came here and my sister was born, they gave my family food stamps. I remember having food stamps. And my father was so ashamed of it. He was so ashamed that every time we went to the food stamp place, because then they gave us this little booklet thing, and then we had to go to the food stamps place and then get actual cash things. I don't remember too well, but my dad would go literally super far away to do that because he was so embarrassed. He didn't want anybody to know that he knew or that saw us or whatever that we had food stamps. He was so ashamed. And my family feel that way because we didn't want to come to this country to rely on the government because we know our government is not something to rely on. We just want to rely on ourselves. So again, it is a different mentality for a lot of us immigrants. But then I'm not saying every immigrant's like that. There's plenty of Cambodians that I'm sure are using the system the exact same way as this too, because the system kind of propagates people to use it this way.
Because what do you think? Right? I think they should cut off all food stamps. The only people who should get help are homeless veterans and maybe the elderly. Maybe those that are
homeless veterans I'm down for, elderly I'm down for, but I think people need help on their daily lives too. I think they can use it. And our tax dollars are massive, so I think it still should help out people that do genuinely need it.
In their 80s or 70s. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, go get a job. You know? Us men can't get anything.
No, I think even people that have jobs, and if they can only get 3 part-time jobs and they're doing their thing and they're still not able to afford food, why not? Why not? We live in one of the best countries in the world. Why are we not able to help them out with a little bit of food, especially if they're working and trying their best? Why should we be giving it to the people that don't want to work? Hell, I'd rather give it to the people that are working and struggling than the people that don't want to work. That would be me.
You know? Guys, oh boy. I'm kind of speechless. This is...
I mean, again, the advice she gave was, actually pretty decent advice. But, when she's going about talking about her EBT and the way she's going about that and stuff, just buying all these junk food and stuff. This is why I agree with the Trump saying, you know, no more junk food with these things. It really does harm our kids.
This poor excuse for a person is posting this, guys. I'm proud. Loud and proud. So guys are hashtag EBT TikTok, hashtag grocery talk, hashtag grocery tips, hashtag budgeting tips, hashtag viral, hashtag low income family, hashtag grocery budgeting, hashtag WIC benefits. All right, you guys.
I would agree with AJ, but I actually think the video wasn't too bad. I mean, it's her sharing. I think it's better for her to tell people how to save EBT and use it sparingly than to like abuse it. She wasn't really showing people how to abuse it, especially like, oh, you can go buy cigarettes with your EBT. You just gotta go do this and that. That would be more of me like, ugh. But no, it was actually not too bad. I get that, yeah, you're on EBT and you're so proud and, you know, all of this boasting about everything probably isn't the greatest thing. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. And I think